Big news coming in here on India Today. Jacqueline Fernandez has now appeared before the Enforcement Directorate in the Bollywood Congate scandal. Third round of grilling for Jacqueline Fernandez. Manish Pandey joining us for more details on that. Manish, Jacqueline Fernandez, who was all set to leave the country at one point, possibly wanted to go on a tour. She was stopped at the Mumbai airport and asked to return because she could have been summoned. That's what the airport officials said, that there was an ED lookout notice for her. And now, as expected, she's been summoned. She appears for the summon. Take us through exactly what's going to be the line of questioning here this time.
Yeah, well, Nabila, I'm standing right in front of the ED office where Jacqueline Fernandez at this point of time is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, this comes 2 days after she was stopped at the Mumbai airport because there is a lookout circular issued against Jacqueline Fernandez. And why this lookout circular? Because she is being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate in rupees 200 crore extortion case involving conman Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Now, as far as Jacqueline Fernandez's role is concerned and why she is under suspicion, I spoke to several ED officials, and what they have told me that initially they were treating Jacqueline Fernandez as a victim, but later on when the investigation went deeper into the case, they found that there were certain financial transactions between Jacqueline Fernandez and Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Also, there are expensive gifts worth more than 10 crore rupees which were given to Jacqueline Fernandez by Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Also, when he was out on bail, there was a chartered plane booked by Sukesh Chandrasekhar so that Jacqueline Fernandez can come to Chennai from Mumbai and stay with Sukesh Chandrasekhar. So there is a lot of involvement of Jacqueline Fernandez with Sukesh Chandrasekhar, and because the ED has a task to recover that money, everyone who is the proceeds of crime is under investigation in this case. We have seen earlier Noora Fatehi was questioned, and this is at least for the third time when Jacqueline Fernandez will be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. So far, ED claims that recently they recorded statement of at least 2 people who are closely associated with Jacqueline Fernandez, and they have thrown some light between what was going on between the actor and the con man. And this is why today's questioning is going to be certainly really important. She has just appeared before the Enforcement Directorate. Her statement will be recorded under Prevention of Money Laundering Act. But Nabila, this is going to be a big and important day for Jacqueline Fernandez.
Undoubtedly, Munish, what's to be noted here was that Jacqueline Fernandez was on her way out of the country. Did she inform the Enforcement Directorate officials, considering that she's also very much party to this case in terms of investigation? Did she inform officials that she was due to leave the country? Did she seek permission? Unfortunately for her, she was stopped at the Mumbai airport and asked to return. Where the officials, and even on the furthermore, ED officials sent a lookout notice for her.
Yeah, well, we have been given to understand is that she was supposed to go to foreign country for a promotional tour for an upcoming movie with another Bollywood star. But she was stopped. She was not aware that there is a lookout circular issued against Jacqueline Fernandez. And as far as LOC is concerned, it is always confidential. No suspect, accused or a person of interest is informed about a lookout circular. But this time, when she went to the airport and when she wanted to board the flight, then she was stopped by the immigration authorities, and immediately the Enforcement Directorate was informed. Now, what ED has told Jacqueline Fernandez that till the time she is not cleared in this investigation, she cannot leave the country. But also, we have a sense that today she will be raising this question before the Enforcement Directorate because she has a prior commitment and she might give an undertaking that she wants to leave the country at this point of time. But whether ED is going to accept it or not, that is a big question.
Well, here, Manish, clearly we see that Sukesh Chandrasekhar and Jacqueline Fernandez shared quite a great equation, at least by the images that we see that have surfaced. There was a lot of allegation that both of them could have been dating each other. Those are the rumors doing the rounds. At a time like that, could Jacqueline be entirely a victim in this case? Her account to the Enforcement Directorate saying that she herself was conned by this man, would that hold any water before the ED?
Yeah, well, Nabila, just to make it very clear, her first statement said that she is a victim in this case and she is a victim of Sukesh Chandrasekhar. In a press statement, she said that she is a victim. But I can tell you, after speaking to several officials who are part of the investigation, that she is no more victim in the case. She is not being treated as a victim in the case. What ED officials say is that initially they also thought that she might be a victim of Sukesh Chandrasekhar. She was conned by Sukesh Chandrasekhar, but later on, when they found certain details when he was out on bail, then Jacqueline Fernandez went to Chennai and spent 2 days with Sukesh Chandrasekhar in a hotel. Apart from that, there were telephonic conversations since January 2021 to the time he was arrested. There were telephonic conversations, there were video calls while Sukesh was in jail and Jacqueline Fernandez was in Mumbai. Jacqueline Fernandez was aware that this person is in jail. So she was aware that what was going on. Also, when certain financial transactions, when Sukesh Chandrasekhar was extorting the businessman's wife, then the money has also traveled to Jacqueline Fernandez. So this is why her role is very suspicious. Also, there are expensive gifts worth more than 10 crore rupees, a horse worth more than 52 lakh rupees. There are diamond-studded jewelries, 4 Persian cat, cost of 1 cat is almost 9 lakh rupees. So there are certain transactions. Money was sent to Jacqueline Fernandez, siblings also by Sukesh Chandrasekhar. So there is a whole lot of financial transaction which ED is going through at this point of time. And what ED suspects that till the time they have more details about the case, they cannot give a clean chit to Jacqueline Fernandez. At this point of time, she is under suspicion of the financial provisions. Nabila.
All right, Manish, thank you very much for joining us. A big day for Jacqueline Fernandez as she's got to prove her innocence before the Enforcement Directorate. She's going to be questioned on her role, whether she was in the know of all the illegal transactions and the extortion money that was used to give her as many gifts over the year that she knew Sukesh Chandrasekhar. All that and more, she will be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. A lookout notice was sent to her. In fact, it was on her name. The Mumbai airport detained her while she was just about to exit the country for an official tour. But Jacqueline Fernandez today appears before the Enforcement Directorate to give out her statement. Now, India today